Hey there, Darkstar here. This is a new experimental approach to recording these flights. We're going to try to do a time lapse in the middle and see how that goes. Okay, so I found this flight to Big Bear City. So it pays out pretty good, it looks like. It's the biggest one I see immediately in the area, so we're going to take that one. Because I don't trust this, I want to check a couple of things out. I'm trying to think if this is the one that I know. It's been a while. Okay. RNAV 26. And departure. Okay. So we're going to go free cam mode here. We're going to fly down to the arrival. So I turned off clouds. Makes it a lot easier to see here. Yeah, they really mucked up the... Yeah, this is the one I remember. Runway is right at the end of that lake. You come in over these hills. It can be a bit of a tricky approach, I think. And this is MIFR conditions. Get a clean machine. Gotta be careful clicking up here or you'll open that door. For some definition of door. I don't understand why I'm not seeing the statuses anymore. Like it used to tell you good or no. I just did repairs, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just curious why we're not seeing that anymore. I wish they could have animations getting into the plane.
No takeoff. No takeoff. No takeoff.
Throttle. APU's coming on.
Captain, everything's ready for boarding. L35 parking 67 for ground service. Ready to embark passengers.
Fuel gauge reads 50%, Captain.
Flight Captain? Got an important thing in Big Bear City waiting for me. Thanks. Appreciate it.
An important thing. Oh, okay.
TOS system test. Okay.
Which one? I think that one will bring us here and then down through there instead of here and over that way. I'm okay with that. Let's go with that one. Flight synoptics up, stabilizer trim. Parking brake will be here, but we're not going to do that just yet. We are, I believe, ready to start engines. AP is on. And press and hold. Spoilers are down. Don't need any de-ice. Probe heaters are automatic. Fuel pressure will come up in a minute. I'll make sure.
Ground, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45, ready to copy IFR clearance to Lima Tree 5.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45 is clear to Lima Tree 5 Airport via the Oscar Delta Papa 07 departure, runway 07. Climb via SID maintain flight level 410. Departure frequency is 125.905, squawk 6236.
Cleared to Lima Tree 5 via the Oscar Delta Papa 07 departure, runway 07. Climb via SID maintain flight level 410. Departure frequency is 125.905, squawk 6236, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45. Read back correct. Contact ground on 124.3. Good day.
Okay, standby power on.
Just wanted to drop by and say hello before you leave for Big Bear City today. With Madam Tomlinson on board, she's one of our best clients leaving for vacation with relatives. Well, it's about time. Provide her with the finest service. I know I can count on you. Have a great flight.
Ground, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45 with Delta, ready to taxi, IFR.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45. Taxi to and hold short runway 07 using taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 125.2 when ready.
Taxi, hold short runway 07 using taxiway Alpha. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45.
Okay, 1252. That's not right. What was it? 125.2. 1252.
Ladies and gents, welcome onboard flight DSC-45 with service from Big Bear City to Big Bear City. We'll be shortly in line for takeoff. Please fasten your seatbelts and secure all baggage underneath your seat, and make sure your seats and table trays are in the upright position for takeoff. Please switch all personal electronic devices, including laptops and cell phones, to airplane mode. This is a non-smoking flight. Thank you for choosing Radiant Airways. Enjoy your flight.
I can't really make it through there. Fortunately, you don't hit anything, but we're gonna go here instead. Okay, flaps, gears green, stabilizer trim is set, altitude.
We should slow down our taxi speed, Captain.
I mean, we're not really at the limit yet, but okay. Why does it have thrust reversers on? There we go.
Tower, Summit Delta Sierra, Charlie 45 at runway 07, ready for departure. IFR to Lima Tree 5.
Summit Delta Sierra, Charlie 45, altimeter 299er. Cleared for takeoff runway 07.
Toga mode.
Cleared for takeoff runway 07. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45. To all passengers, welcome on board this flight to Big Bear City. I'm First Officer Sarah Horton, and I'm here to ensure you have an enjoyable flight to Big Bear City today. If there's anything we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, please let us know. I gently remind you to fasten your seatbelt and that this is a non-smoking flight. You'll find a safety briefing card in the seat pocket in front of you. Prepare for takeoff. Thank you.
I don't know which runway we're supposed to take off from here. 3, I hope. Sorry, 1, no. That's 13. Okay, so that's not the right one. 7 is the one we're supposed to take off on. Which I'm guessing is this one. Oh, 7. That's confusing.
Delta Sierra Charlie 45, contact Vancouver Center on 125.905. Good day.
Going to 125.905. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45. Vancouver Center, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45 is passing 1900 climbing flight level 410.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45. Vancouver Center, altimeter 299er. Radar contact continue.
Okay, we're gonna go direct to Blanco from here. Nav.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45, contact Seattle Center on 125.1.
125.1 for Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45. Seattle Center, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45 is passing 9,600 climbing flight level 410.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45. Seattle Center, altimeter 299er. Radar contact continue.
Okay, we're going to be in the US, so we want to switch to inches. He said 299er. Landing lights. So those are off. We might not get dinged for it because it's daytime. I'd like to get in the habit of it so that we're always doing that. Okay, APU off. And let's get gravity feed on, which will balance out the fuel. Running the APU for a little bit. It's not really so imbalanced. We have to do it, but it's good practice. Okay, everything looking good. Climbing 18,000. And a standard barometric pressure. Dial that in also. In theory, you can do transfers as well, but I've never had that work out very well. Let's give it a shot. So gravity feed's off. So we have 3060 and 3040. Let's transfer to the right tank. So See, now we have 3040 and 3040. So where did our fuel go? I think transfer just deletes the fuel, it doesn't add it in the other side. Whereas gravity feeds and seems to actually balance them out, I don't know. That's close enough. Okay, we're climbing nicely. Altitude set, to our climb altitude. I really need to make my own checklist. Maybe I'll work on that. Just a little note also, you can change your VNAV climb performance. You can select this to
Delta
be high
Sierra
speed.
Charlie 45 contact Seattle Center on 128.5. Good day.
128.5 for Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45.
So that is parking ATC. I acknowledged it, but I'm not going to contact Seattle Center until we get closer to the other end, because I'm going to sim rate to get there and going to do a time-lapse recording. coming up on 27 minutes, let's call it 30 minutes to prep the plane, taxi, take off, and climb to 41,000 feet. Hey, there's an airport. Must be this one. So I wonder if I should do the time lapse like in this view or this view. I'm thinking about doing it in the external view. Just because there's more to see that way.
Ladies and gents, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of Radiant Airways on Flight DSC-45. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 41,000 feet at an airspeed of 250 knots. It's 9:05 a.m. and are expecting to land in Big Bear City approximately at 11:15 a.m. local time. Current temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Maybe. Okay, so I'm going to switch to time lapse, and we will be back after that. We're going to try it in an external view like that, I think.
Sierra Charlie 45. Los Angeles Center, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45 is passing 16,200, descending 15,000.
Altimeter 29902. Radar contact. Continue to be in NJ.
That's weird. Okay, 15,000 feet. We want to get the fasten seatbelts back on.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45. Descend and maintain 9,400.
Descend and maintain 9,400. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45. You can cancel IFR. Continue VFR to your destination.
I don't wanna.
Los Angeles Center, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45 would like to cancel IFR.
Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Good day, sir. Okay, we're slowing down. We need to make sure we're below 250 knots before we hit 10K. That should happen automatically. Also, we want to get our landing lights on this time. Anything else we need to do? We're going to get the APU on after we land. Maybe? So we'll go ahead and get our landing lights on. We have our landing data. We already set our V speeds. We don't need ice protection. FMS is set up. Minimums are set. Altimeters are set. Crew and passengers are briefed. I should come up with a passenger briefing to play for approach. Seatbelt signs are on, and we will of course get our flaps sorted out before landing. Landing are down flaps, exterior lights are done, speed brake will be retracted, check engine things, autopilot disengaged, airspeed at or above VREF. We'll stick with V approach probably.
Tree 5 traffic, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45, 11 miles east, 10,600, inbound to land runway 8, Lima Tree 5 traffic. We'll start our descent soon to Big Bear City. We expect to land in a few minutes. It's currently 1:03 p.m. and temperature is 58 degrees Fahrenheit in Big Bear City. On behalf of our captain, thank you for choosing Radiant Airways today. We wish you a pleasant stay in Big Bear City, and we hope to see you again very soon.
Okay, we have a problem. Now they've switched our runway to runway 8. So let's go.
Lima Tree 5 traffic, Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45, 9 miles east, 9,900, inbound to land runway 8, Lima Tree 5 traffic.
Straight in approach says 9.9 altitude. We're pretty close to that. Let's go ahead and climb to 9.9. Well, there's there's our runway. Okay, so change of runway is very common. I don't know why, but it is. So let's dial this down to 6 something, 6.9 maybe? 6.8, possibly. And then BNAV is arm, so we'll start our descent here. And we'll see how that looks. These visual approaches are not clear of terrain necessarily. Okay, so what we want to do now is we want to get flaps 1 out. Flaps 2. I don't think I've ever flown this approach. It's always been the other way. So this will be interesting. See it shrinking our turn here as we slow down. That's kind of cool. We just need to make sure we don't hit anything. Okay, now we're gonna go full flaps. Yeah. I don't want the landing gear down yet. Okay, fine. I'll get the landing gear down. Terrain issues. Flaps are down, 3 greens on the gear. We can go manual now and slow down a little further. I think we have to redo our landing performance. Go quick. Thank goodness for autopilot. Okay. Runway 8. Speeds. Okay, there we go. Okay, we are really close to approach speed. There we go. Okay, my plane. Continuing. It's pretty clear out today. throttle off when needed. The plane is fighting me. Spoilers, little flare. Spoilers deployed. And ease on some brakes. Spoilers down. That wasn't too bad. So I think if you wanted it to fly the whole visual approach into 8, it looks like you wouldn't hit anything. Which is good.
Lima Tree 5 traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Charlie 45 is taxiing to parking. Lima Tree 5 traffic.
Okay, we did that, we did that. We want to get flaps up. Oh, that's good. We did not go around. Auto throttle brakes. After landing, we didn't use thrust reversers because they don't work in this plane. Flaps are up. Ice protection is off. Exterior lights are as required. And then that's all shut down.
Ladies and gents, welcome to Big Bear City. Local time is 11:04 a.m. For your safety, the captain has requested that you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you when you get off. On behalf of the entire company, we would like to thank you for choosing Radiant Airways. We look forward to seeing you again and wish you a pleasant stay in Big Bear City.
I don't know why the sound is all messed up. Clean up the mode control panel as well. Oh, we barely touched the brakes.
Glad we've arrived. I even managed shut-eye, and I'm not usually a fan of flying.
Okay, taxi off. Engine stop. Seatbelt signs could come off. And then we would do the rest. Well, a few minor mistakes with lighting and stuff, but I think that worked out pretty well. Maybe we'll get a good bad weather bonus. Yeah, pretty good. From B tier to S tier, from S tier to B tier. Back and forth. Alright, thanks for joining.